Okay, so to follow along, this problem is chapter 1, page 45, problem 4. And this problem is asking us to estimate and then find the actual difference between these two numbers. So we have 456 and 217. When there's a hundreds place in a number, see how it's 456, it's a lot easier to estimate using the hundreds place. So here we have our 4 in the hundreds place, and we're going to look over here at the tens place. If that number is 5 or higher, then it's going to round our 4 up to a 5. So let's go ahead and show that. Our 4 is going to round up to a 5. And then because we estimated, that means the rest of the place values are 0. So we have 500. And now we want to round 217 to the nearest hundred as well. So the 2 is in the hundreds place. We look at the ones place, and if this number, remember if this number is 5 or higher, the 2 is going to round up to a 3. But because a 1 is lower than a 5, the 2 is going to stay the same. We're not going to round it up. So we're going to stay at a 2 here. And then the other place values remain at 0 because we have now estimated. And now we want to subtract these two numbers. 0 minus 0 is 0. 0 minus 0 is 0. And 5 minus 2 is 3. So now we have estimated our difference. We are not done here. We still need to find the actual difference between 456 and 217. Something that I've been doing with students that will help us, because we're going to have to regroup. You can't do 6 minus 7, right? So for students to conceptualize regrouping, we're going to go ahead and draw a table. This table is going to have our hundreds place. It's going to have our tens place. And it's going to have our ones place. And students have practiced drawing this table. So we're going to make sure that we draw this top number, 456. We have 6 ones, so we're going to go ahead and draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 5 tens, so we're going to go ahead and draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tens. And we have 4 hundreds, so we're going to go ahead and draw our 1, 2, 3, 4 hundreds. Okay, and it's very important that we only draw our top number, because then we're going to use what we have here and subtract from this amount. So we're going to subtract 217. Let's go ahead and start in our ones place. And we need to subtract 7, but we only have 6 here. So this is where we're going to regroup. We're going to go over to the tens place and say, hey, tens, can we borrow a 10? The tens is going to go, sure. We're going to borrow this 10. And 1 10 equals 10 ones. So we're going to go ahead and draw those 10 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. And now it is very important that we reflect this work over here. So we borrowed a 10 from the 5, and now we only have 1, 2, 3, 4 tens left. And now we have those 10 ones plus the 6 that we had, so we have 16 ones. So I'm going to show that work over here, 16 ones. And this might look familiar to you because this is how math was taught many years ago without this. So here, now we can subtract, right? Now we have 16 ones, and now we can subtract 7. So let's go ahead and show that work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we have 9 ones left. So we have 9 ones left. And now we're going to go over to the tens place. So we're going to subtract the tens. Now we have 4 tens left, and we need to subtract 1. And we have enough, so let's go ahead and cross off that 1, and that means we have 1, 2, 3 tens left. 4 minus 1 is 3. Yep, confirming my work. And the last thing we subtract is the hundreds place. So I have 4 hundreds, and I need to subtract 2. and I have enough. So I'm going to go 1, 2, and I have 200s left. 4 minus 2 is 2. Oops, and I used the wrong color. Sorry, that was supposed to be purple. But that is our final answer. And then we'll see that our estimate here, 239, kind of close to 300. So that tells us that when we estimated, we were okay, we were pretty close. But we always have to make sure that we do both steps to each problem. And that we show our work here as we're showing and drawing our work here.